Hilltop hustler, Bobby Bang in his bitch.
Black African power. What's good? What's happening? A well-organized lie defeats a disorganized truth every time. Woo-hoo-wee, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's God killing the house, man. What we come to do, we got to do, and we're going to do, we got to do. We standing tall. We standing strong. Hey, y'all know what it is, man. Bobby banging this bitch, man. Let me get the people in the building, in the daggone seats. What's up, the Cedric, man? Pseudo killer official, man. I see you, Mel. Pseudo killer, man. What's good with you, man? Sir Gall, pseudo killer army, man. What it do? Alex P. Keaton, what it do? What it do? Man, this gonna be a fun one today. I hope y'all get up on the panel, man. I'm just hoping y'all do. Right? Get up on the panel, man. Let's talk about this, man. This is very, very important, man. Trying to figure out, like, what's going on? Can it actually be this easy, man? It can't be this easy, is it? Either it's this easy, right? Or we just that damn good. I said that wrong. Either they out their mind. And they just easy to catch. They like criminals who take the gun and take their cell phone with them and commit a crime, drop all the shells at the scene of the crime. They got a stolen car, but they drive the stolen car past their house after they commit the crime. They go burn up the stolen car and leave fingerprints in the car that they burnt up, because the whole damn thing ain't burnt up. Left forensic evidence in the damn car. They take the gun back to their house while walking on the door cam. They don't go in the back of the house. They on the door cam, carrying a gun in their back pocket or in their front pocket. Get locked up. They ping the cell phones off the daggone towers. Follow them all the way back home with the license plate footage. Realize that they stole a car, and then they seen where they stole a car at and realized it was stolen. All that's how they is. Man. Yeah, and then live stream after the crime. Really, man, is this where we at? Is this what the competition is now, man? Yeah, man, ain't no way in the world, yo. Can't be this easy, man. Tic-tac-toe. We got 3 pseudos in a row. I like the sister though. We're not gonna bang on the sister. We're gonna give the sister a reprieve. She didn't know what she was doing. She couldn't have known what she was doing, man. Man, I dropped that damn link in the server, man. Get a pair, add some words to it, man. I got something to say though. Man, what's up with all the people, man? You know what I'm saying? Let me get in the character, because this is a fun one right here. This is funny right here, yo. This is it's definitely funny, man. It's funny. Let me see how I want to get into this. What I want to do. Let's see how I want to hit this. I want to hit that. What's this?
Gonna get them.
Nah, that ain't the one. How about this one? Nah. Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna hit him with the old school. Hit the old school and bang him in the mouth. Yeah, the old school when yo bang him in the mouth. Yeah, this for the old school. It's the old school hip hop, bang him in the mouth. Yeah, because that's what we doing. We bang him in the mouth. You can't even shoot them. They so loose. You can't waste no intellectual bullets. You can't. You just gotta use your intellectual fists and bang him in the mouth.
Rockin' to the boogity beat.
Yeah, keep that shit rockin'.
To the boogity beat.
To the hip hop, bang them niggas in the mouth till they don't stop.
Rockin' to the boogity beat.
Now what you see can't be a test. Keep that shit rockin'.
To the boogity beat.
To the hip hop, we move with the rhythm. Baseline kicking, whole room fill it with them. Step to the mic, let the words come clean. Old school bounce with a brand new scene. Rockin' to the left, rockin' to the right. Boogity beat got the crowd all night. Now what you see can't be a test. Keep that shit rockin', we bring that best.
To the hip hop.
Bang them niggas in the mouth till they don't stop.
Rockin' to the boogity beat.
Now what you see
Can't be a test.
keep that shit rockin'.
To the boogity beat.
Beat stay smooth, but the flow stay raw. Everybody tuned in when we walk through the door. Hands in the air, let the speakers breathe. Whole block bounce.
To the boogity beat.
No fake moves, no weak routine. We keep it live like a street corner dream. Now what you see
Can't be a test.
keep that shit rockin'. We don't need rest.
Boogity beat.
Boogity big,
Keep that rhythm.
moving through the street.
Boogity beat.
Boogity big,
Hip hop soul.
with the bounce on repeat.
To the hip hop.
Bang them niggas in the mouth till they don't stop.
Rockin' to the boogity beat.
Now what you see
Can't be a test.
keep that shit rockin'.
To the boogity beat. To the hip hop. Rockin' to the boogity beat.
Keep that shit rockin'.
To the boogity beat. To the hip hop. Rockin' to the boogity beat.
To the hip hop, rock it to the boogie.
To the hip hop.
Keep that shit rockin'.
To the boogity beat.
Man, I took y'all back. That's back, man. The illusion of God's presence, man. Biological origins of spiritual language. John. Yeah, put that on your shelf, man. Okay. Man, gotta do it. Let me see. Where's the website? If you're doing presentations and you knew under a year or two, and you dive out the damn window and you land on this website right here, don't use it. It's a pseudo website. So when y'all hit the button and jump up here, man, I want y'all to bring some of y'all good quality websites with y'all, which you use to get information. But if you got a website like this with pictures like with Obama on there talking about who owns the infinite incorporations, Warburg. Look at this, man. Look. It's got and then if you got to promote your website, right? Okay. Talking about we failed. Now it seems that Google is crying uncle. It say admit to a little, which is a little lie to make a good big lies. Nice. But it doesn't really matter. Intelligent black people have already figured it out. Ignorant blacks, like ignorant albinos, will live out their lives never knowing or caring. It's just some of us need to know the truth. If they saying all that on the website, man, get away from that website, man. This is a pseudo-judo. We knew about this website at least 20 years old. You got all the blackology you need. And if you use this website, you're not only a blackologist, you're a pseudo-history, historical blackologist. Yeah. And they definitely use that website. Bomb Squad, man, get it together, man. Knock it off. Now let's get into why this website is pseudo. Let's get right into it, man. Because I can't believe they use the damn website. And then I'm going to drop the link early and often. In and out. Because this joke time. Yes, sir. Understanding pseudo-history. This presentation critically examines realhistorywww.com, analyzing its approach to historical methodology, interpretations of race, historiographical standards, and scientific claims. We turn them apart. Defining pseudo-history. Pseudo-history, right, emanates historical scholarship, but does not adhere to accepted academic standards. See, this is the point. You can't claim to be giving out people historical accurate history and not adhering to the academic standards, because this is the level we deserve. It says this includes neglecting peer review. None of that material be peer reviewed on this damn website. Archaeology, source criticism, linguistics, and interdisciplinary evidence. Is this not what Shikant Diop taught us? He taught us to be interdisciplinary, meaning bring different sources from different fields of study, but they have to be peer reviewed. Their website fails at all corners. Selective use of ancient sources. The website frequently quotes Herodotus, Strabo, Diodorus, Sicelus. However, it often treats isolated ancient descriptions as literal proof with modern historiographical analysis or contextual understanding. Problem with the race categories. Man, this is the big one right here. The site applies modern racial labels like black, white, Caucasian to ancient peoples. The modern anthropology, however, largely regards race as a social and historical construct, not a fixed biological category. See, this is the foundation of blackology. They can't get away from the blackity black, blackity black, black, blackity black. Pseudoscientific features of this website exhibits racial essentialism and uses selective evidence, employs an ideological framing rather than neutral academic analysis. The biases is all in it, man. Presents unsupported conclusions that lack peer-reviewed scientific validation. Yeah, that website ain't hooked to nothing. Ain't hooked to no major universities, ain't hooked to no academic standards. It's just probably a white guy. I bet all the money I got that that's a white guy doing that. How much you want to bet? Historiographical concerns. Professional historians emphasize context, acknowledge uncertainty, and rely on multiple lines of evidence. Terms like real history, listen up closely. If you got a website and it's saying stuff like real history or what they didn't tell you in school, you know that's a pseudo website. Terms like real history, fake history indicate an ideological bias, not neutral academic analysis. African Americans deserve academic analysis on their history, because you know what the mandate is. I talk about this all the time. The mandate is tell historically accurate information because people claim the white man lied to us. And so if the white man lied to us, what nerve do you have to re-lie to us? I say again, if the white man lied to us, how the hell are you going to fix it with another lie? If the white man used pseudoscientific categories like race, then what the hell is going on with you using pseudoscientific race? Did not John Henry Clark say it's a pseudoscientific ideas created in the 1700s in Europe? Marginalizing you, racializing you, putting white at the top and black at the bottom. Now you want to flip it. It's still pseudoscientific. Academic consensus. Most mainstream historians will classify real history, www.com website as a pseudo historical or a form of ideological revisionism, deeming it an unreliable academic source. What the hell is going on here? This can't be this easy. Recommended academic sources: Encyclopedia Britannica, Cambridge Ancient History, Digital Library, JSTOR, Peer Review, Archaeology, Genetic Journals, Journal of Nature, Journal of Science, PLOS. We can go on and on. Textbooks. Hell. Man, take a snapshot of that, man. Ain't nowhere in the world. It's 2026, man, and we stuck like this, man. You know, I expect more out of people that's younger than me. I'm just going to say it. I'm going to keep it a buck. I ain't going to lie, man. I just expect more than this. Yeah, we not doing this. Yeah, at least be complicated. Big up the Bing Eaton, man. Reverse racism. Yeah, I expect more. I ain't going to lie, man. I expect more. I don't expect people to be perfect at all. But goddamn, at least toe the line, man. We can't be doing this by ourselves. Toe the damn line. Man, I'm dropping the link in here. Make sure y'all hit the Cash App too, man. Show some love, man. We try to at least get 5, 10 Cash Apps, man. Grab some coffee and some gas, man. You know what I'm saying? At least expect that. All right? You gotta fuck with who fuck with you. I said, excuse my language. Yeah, so I found it appalling that in 2026, right, people that's younger ain't getting no better. Especially what I can see. I can go to certain colleges, these HBCUs, and find a lot of intelligent people. But a lot of people are on the internet. So I'm expecting a crop of intelligent people, man. It can't just be us, can it? Well, it seems like it is, doesn't it? It sure does. I guess it's just us, y'all. Ain't nobody else coming, I guess. I guess who is the help? He say ignorance is free. And ignorance is actually bliss. It was a 20-minute critique of the website, man. All right. Well, I can't believe they were scamming, yo. Man, bro. Take a drink. Oh, man. Yeah, Ron, I don't know about that, Ron. You misused that, just for the record, but you got to stop me misusing terms, man. You can definitely defeat using misinformation and bad goddamn websites. Things have to be vetted. You want some Greek history? Let me see. Hold on. Failed. Let me see. Okay. Hold on. Let me find a good website. Let me pick one website, man. Let me see. Hold on. Damn. Let me see if I can show y'all a good website, man. A peer review website. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Man, y'all should stick to encyclopedias, man. Wikipedia not a bad one either. And man, and when you do have the daggone, when you do use the websites, man, Wikipedia, man, stay with the daggone information, man. So here's a good website I like to use for a lot of my Greek information right here, y'all. Look, peer review, look. This for the youngins, man. Just running around throwing water bottles at us. Yeah, Internet Encyclopedia of Philosophy, a peer-reviewed academic sources all the way down the line, right? If you want to know where they studied at, what they did, you know, if they came to Egypt or not, use these sources and stick to it, right? Like, for instance, the table of contents on Thales, right? Thales and mythology, Thales' primary principle. Let's see about his trips to Egypt. Let's see if we got any trips to Egypt. All things are full of God. Thales astronomy, eclipses of Thales, solstice. Let's see. Thales discovery of the seasons. Hold on. Unit. Uraeus Minus fall into the well. Oh man. Let me see. I'm looking for if you went to Egypt or not. Damn, it should be here. Let me see. Hold on, let me look again. This is a good website though. You don't be man, come on, yo. Let me see if I can find this. Dang. Let me see. Earthquakes, Virgo. The earth floats on water. The ideas about the earth. Thales' primary principle. Man, I don't got the E. Shoot. I don't know. Maybe he didn't go to Egypt, huh? Mathematics, maybe. All right, yeah, mathematics. Practical skill of land measurement was invented in Egypt, right? Because of the necessity, right, of frequently to remeasure plots of land after destructive inundation. The phenomenon is well described by Herodotus. Let me give you the book. Egypt was believed to be the source of much of wisdom, and reports tell us that many Greeks, including Thales, Pythagoras, Solon, right, Herodotus, Plato, Democritus, and Euclid, visited the ancient land to see the wonders for themselves. So this website, I actually get into what they was doing when they got there. Instead of over whooping it, it said he just had a little offer by way of abstract thought. That's interesting. It says the surveyors were able, you know what? I was reading some of Cedric's book, and he talked about how the hunter-gatherers didn't actually have a whole lot of, wasn't providing a whole lot of things based in abstract thought. Interesting. Well, let me see here. Surveys, we got that. Okay. Knotted cord. Yeah, they got the rope ceremony. All right. That's for surveying land. Measurements were known. Rope stretches. Egyptian mathematics had already reached its heights when the Rhine mathematical papyrus was written. Okay. Well, let me say, don't exactly say what he was learning here, though. What did he? Geometry originated. Okay. Development of geometry. Is preserved. And okay, the work of Proclus. Okay, the commentary on the first book. Let me see. Elements, geometry. Okay, geometry originated in Egypt, was developed out of necessity. It was adopted by Thales, who had visited Egypt and was introduced into Greece by him. Okay, so see that? There you go. So, geometry. All right. You can stand on that. Commentary of Proclus indicates that it had access to work of was Euclid and also to the history of geometry, which was written by what's this? Eudemus of Rhodes. Okay. All right. All right. So Thales did go to Egypt and he picked up geometry. There you go. And he introduced it into Greece. See how simple that was? Yeah. It give you the ancient documents, right? And the websites is well sourced up. Give you all your reference source material right here. All right. Yeah. Yeah, this is how we doing over here. Stay away. So this is a crispy website, and you would stay away from this, right? Because if you hit this, like if it don't even pass the eyeball test, it don't pass the source test. It's just all over the damn place. Look, let's see. Ancient Egyptians are more close. Do you know how old this is? This is in 2017 article. Then he cut and pasted Nature, the mummy. You see, unravels ancient Egyptian ancestry. Of course, they're gonna misuse this. 2017. Yeah, cut and paste. Like, yeah, it got all this is old, outdated. But I'm looking for good sources though. Where the just cutting and paste articles. So I see where y'all getting y'all stuff from. Got him, coach. Put me in the game. Got him. Yeah. Yeah, look at this, man. Yeah, the stuff they got cut and paste in there, the sources probably don't even say this. But I'm looking for it should not be this hard to get good sources. Background, Turks, look. Now it ain't got no so here, let me show you again. Come over to here. See? Well source, reference, and further readings for you. All right. So there's definitely a difference in the types of serious source materials. And then you can email them and get in touch with them. See that? We ain't got no email over here to get in touch with nobody asking no damn questions. How can I get in touch with this person? He got what? This is a wild website, Modern Egyptians. Look. Hey, look. Modern Persians. Yeah, man, they playing that. Yeah, they got y'all on the scrambles amble. So you're never going to use this website and close the gap between what we do over here and what y'all think y'all doing. Right? You had to get that website out of there. So I'm going to stay on you. Malcolm, man, appreciate that, man. We got our first Cash App in there, man. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah. Okay. That's okay. So use Wikipedia, but the Caucasian. Yeah, man, this can't, man. If you can't look at this for yourself and see that this is a wild, whacked out website, yo, then you in trouble, man. What's up, Preem? Get the money, man. What's good? What it do? Hold on. Hey, Preem, when we gonna do that though? Because I know you ready. I know you got it. I know you got the work loaded in the chamber, man. We ready to put that work out, man. Put that work out, man. We going over this pseudo website that the young pseudos used, right? I'm gonna drop the link again. Y'all can get up here and talk about what type of website should people use and what's y'all favorite website? What websites do y'all like to use, yo? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm. Hold on. Man, hit that link, man, and share some love to the people, man. Let them know what websites y'all use. All right? Yeah, because right now, man, the youngins ain't listening, man. They're not. Tuesday, right? All right, see you Tuesday, man. We locked in for Tuesday, man. We're gonna have Preem get the money, get the knowledge, during the presentation. Let me see. Let me see what you was talking about, Preen. All right. Let me say you ready. All right. All right. Let me see scientific method. The title. Okay, the title's gonna be is the history of the scientific method. All right, after the weekend. That'll work. Hey man, come on, Catalini, man. Come on, man. What's up with the young guys, man? What they doing, man?
Man, I don't know, man. They need to get off them websites and start digging into some and digging into encyclopedias and sources, yo, and books, real books.
We gotta help them, dog. It can't be this easy. Hey, kick door low. Did you see the website they using over there, man? Talking that smack, man. Did you see it? Oh, you missed it. Kick door low. No, you must not be locked in. Let me share the website again for y'all to just jump in. Hey, man, they using this website, right? They're using banned websites. This website is banned. It's pseudo chocolate candy.
I can't even read that, yo. What that is?
Look, this is one. Hold on. You're gonna know when I show you. Look, when you see it up here, you're gonna realize it. Let me see. Look. This one. Remember this? Back in the day? The Real History. You know, whenever you hear Real History, you know that's a pseudo website. Whenever you hear what they didn't teach you in school, that's a pseudo book.
Oh yeah, that's red flags.
Yeah, red flags flying all over the place, man. As a matter of fact,
Who don't know that?
but the bomb squad, they used that today. The young, they did. So I want to touch them up. Let me touch them up. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. We need to touch them up.
How they the bomb squad? They don't know not to use that.
I don't know, bro, because they ain't listening. Yo, they ain't got to go through this. They don't got to go through this.
Man, we gotta find these dudes at, man.
I didn't find them nowhere.
They just grabbed some youngins out the streets, man, and just threw them together and told them to say something.
Yeah, that's what happened, yo. It used to work. It used to work, right? It actually used to work, man. But it don't work no more though.
Finish high school.
Hold on. Let me mark it. I want to mark the website for y'all. Hold on. We say there's a red flag on the play for using the website, right? Red flag. And then we want to make sure we mark it, right? So they know what the hell we talking about. There you go. Man. Yeah, so that's what it is, yo. We got the youngins using pseudo guns. They got water guns. They bringing water guns to an intellectual gunfight.
Hell no. You like the hombre culo?
They water guns. What's going on with you? Grand. What's up with you?
Hey, what's up, man? What's up, man? I don't know what's wrong with these youngins, man.
No, man, they ain't gonna get it. They gonna get beat up.
The Real History WW site been pseudo since like for years, bro.
For years, yo.
For years. I remember when people used to support them and Dana Marnici and a lot of other pseudos back then. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend that. I think
you would think, man, would
say what?
Never finished, Kent. Didn't finish.
No, I was gonna say real quick. I think the best route to go is, start with an encyclopedia. When I was younger, before like Google and the internet and cell phones, we used encyclopedias, Encyclopedia Britannica.
Right.
And that's a starting point.
Right.
So I recommend that. If you want to look for like academic papers, you can do JSTOR, you can do Google Scholar, but I feel like Encyclopedia Britannica, if you can get your hands on the Oxford or the Cambridge, like you mentioned, if you're looking for philosophy, Stanford has an excellent website on their Encyclopedia of Philosophy. So
they do.
I start with the encyclopedias, and then you can go a
Or
little bit further after that. But to me, that's a starting point. But whatever you do, you got to cross-examine everything. Don't just take
Yeah,
anybody's word for it.
yeah.
So
Let me pull his website. So you recommend right here. Of course, as we use this, it's a great.
absolutely, that's one of my favorite sites to go to. Absolutely,
There you go. That's how we beat them up on the science.
absolutely.
yeah, get some Oxford
And
journals
if that
there
one's too
too.
much, there's
Oxford
a
good too.
hey. But if that
We're gonna go. We're gonna let everybody, pick what website they want to use.
if that Stanford site is a little too much,
Mm-hmm.
and you want something more beginner friendly,
Mm-hmm.
Internet Encyclopedia of Philosophy is a better alternative. But
Okay.
Stanford, you can't get better than that. But
Okay.
yeah, that's a Internet Encyclopedia of Philosophy is a good start too.
All right. What's the website you using, Kent? Recommend for the young brothers and sisters.
Man, it depend on what they looking up. I'm more into the space type shit. So I
Give
just
me a
use
website. You have a website you use? What you
live
use?
livescience
You like live
.com
science?
Smithsonian.
Okay. All right. Live science will definitely get you to the peer review work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
NASA.com
NASA, that's
or
one of my
.gov or
favorite sites.
.gov, whichever one.
Uh-huh.
I think
There
is
you
it
go.
.gov or .com? Which one is it?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It's probably .gov. No, it ain't that. It might be .gov. Yep. I like the European Space Agency too. So this live science, yeah, that's a good one. It's gonna always get you to the peer review work too. Yep. I'll get you the peer review work. All right, good. Okay. All right. All right. Encyclopedia Britannica is a good one.
Yep.
Carini, what you got? What else? What website what you like breezing through? I know what you're gonna say your first one is.
Oh yeah. You already know. I dig. I rock with the wiki. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah,
Like
Wiki's
I like
encyclopedia.
encyclopedia. That's why I said encyclopedia. I like Oxford. You know what I'm saying? And I dealing with people groups. I like that human phenotype website too. You know what I'm saying? I like that as a tool.
But the thing about Wiki, like any encyclopedia, pay attention to the footnotes. Pay attention to the
Oh yeah,
sources. Go pull that information. So that
yeah,
way you verify, whether
yeah.
things are correct or not.
That's gonna lead you to a bunch of Stanford too.
Absolutely, that's the meat and potatoes of Wiki to me. You see right there, footnote number 2 got Britannica, so it automatically tells you where they're getting it from.
Watch this. Look, we should play this all day long. Royal Society.
Royal Society was a good one too.
Yeah, I like this. I'm play with this. Look, I'm play with the Royal
Society, yeah.
Yeah, I played with the Royal Society. The last thing I did it with the Royal Society. I did the two sources. I used the Royal Society
Nice.
Journal Science and the Journal of Nature. We have a subscriber to the Journal of Nature, Journal of Science, PLOS.
Yeah, Journal of Nature, yeah.
Yeah, PLOS is free. You know what I'm saying? Look, PLOS, see? PLOS, free. Right? I learned this from Peter Hotez. PLOS. You got everything you want on PLOS. All that mumble jumble you think you talking about, you come here and get it. Browse it. Right? Come here and browse it. Yeah, you don't got to put nothing together. Y'all can't be acting like y'all experts now. Get kicked out the tribe for that. Get kicked out the tribe for that.
Oh, PubMed is a good one.
PubMed, that's another good one. Yep.
Yeah, you gotta think with all of the intelligent brothers and sisters, young brothers and sisters that we got out here, we can't keep giving the spotlight to the dumb ones. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know your rule.
Get some of these intelligent young brothers and sisters on the stage, man. You know what I mean?
But you got to kill the ones that's rogue, though. You can't let them hang because they getting people, bro. You can't leave them out there like that. Yeah, you can't. They walking dead. You can't leave them out there like that. You can't, man. You just can't, man. All right. Hey, Sabio,
they turn into the young pharaohs.
Yeah. Nah, Nah, they ain't gonna go that route. They trying to play the science route. That's why they gonna always get super caught. Because they trying to do what we do. They trying to do the science thing. They can't do the science thing.
Nah, they definitely ain't doing what we doing.
Nah, but they think they is, though. They doing what we was doing 25 years ago. I ain't even gonna say Gullah and shit Mel. What's up, Sabio? What you got? What's the website you got for these people, man? What you got?
What up,
What's
Peace.
up?
Della, peace. Mel, peace. Preem, peace. Peace, Kent.
What
You
you
know,
got? What you
What
got?
up, Sabio?
one of my
It's
favorite
good,
is
Samuel.
JStore.
It's what?
JStore.
All right, somebody mentioned that. Let me see.
And another one is y'all may not use it, but I like using it because they have nice sources with the information at academia.edu because you know those come
Yep.
directly from scholars.
Oh yeah,
I
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
man.
One warning I'll give with academia.edu. It's the same with what's the other one?
Oh, academia. Anybody can get on that though. I don't like that.
Yeah, it's Academic ResearchGate.
Research
Those ARXIV. These are good sites, but a lot
XR,
of these.
XREV too. Yep.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I was talking about.
Cambridge a good one. Did
I
he?
like
Did he?
Yep.
I like Harvard. I like
But
Kent.
be careful with some of the papers though, because a lot of those papers are like pre-published or
Mhm.
preprints. So
So
you got to make sure you validate them.
what site you
You
talking about?
know,
What site you
so
talking about?
like when he was saying like ResearchGate,
Oh yeah, I heard you.
academia.edu.
Yeah, I ain't doing none of them. I'm
Yeah.
not doing that.
And another one I like is
You got what else you got? We got your J Store pit for you.
archive.gov.
Archive.
Be careful with that one. It's a lot of old pseudo stuff on there too, yo.
Hey man, you pulling pseudo websites, man. What you doing?
It's got some good stuff, but it's got some other stuff too, yo.
What else, baby? Yo, come on, man. You striking out. You three strikes you out. Let me go to Pring. What you got?
Yeah,
Pring.
what up, what up, what up, what up? Yo, first off top, I want to second whoever said start with encyclopedias because keeping it 100, a
Mm-hmm.
lot of the topics that we dealing with is really basic stuff. I hate to say it, but it's really basic stuff.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of it that people be getting tripped up on. So starting with an encyclopedia is always a good place. And
Hmm.
my next point, I want to preface it by saying, um, any type of research has always required some sort of intellectual integrity, honesty, um, just if you're from the streets, just being thorough.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I mean? So it's like it's first off, you gotta go into it with an open mind. All
Mm-hmm.
right.
Mm-hmm.
And you gotta be you gotta leave your preconceived notions at the door no matter what the topic is.
Correct.
Because that's what I see a lot of people researching to confirm their bias
Mm.
instead of researching to really understand whatever the topic is. All right. So my thing is more of a methodology thing. That's our thing over here, you know, especially with the scientific method. It's a methodology because one thing I realize also is a lot of people never learned how to learn.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
keep it in line with the basics. You
Mm-hmm.
know, it's got encyclopedias, right? A lot of them is online. Wikipedia is a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Despite its reputation, it's a good one.
Okay,
Um,
cool.
you know, Britannica, all of those. Yo, man, all of these AI tools, yo. All
Yeah.
right, so peep it, man.
Uh-huh.
All right, like I really don't think people understand what we walking around with in our pocket.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What we have now is the largest database that ever existed in the history of man. We got the largest collection of information that ever existed. And everybody with a phone got access to all of that information. You just got to know how to look for it when you're doing your AI searches. You don't start with lead questions. First you start with an open question just on the topic. Just
Mm-hmm.
ask it for a general synopsis of whatever the topic is. Boom. All right. You went there looking for something specific. You got the overview. Now, whatever your specific question is,
Mhm.
make it specific. Don't make it open-ended. Don't make it leading.
Mhm.
Make it very, 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 very specific, because your AI is only as strong as the prompts you give it. It's like, because what really is, if anybody got any programming language experience, they could bear witness to this, that computers necessarily, whatever you put in, that's what it's going to put out. If you ask it, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Only way it's going to hiccup if you ask it something that's like mathematically impossible. You give it something that doesn't fit in the world of logic, dividing by zero, things, stuff like that. It's going to hiccup. It's going to give you an error. But just in general, AI is it's a it's a computer. It's a computer. It's pretty much a computer language with English, with whatever your English, whatever your language is. It's a computer. It's a computer language that's really in plain English. So I say all of that to say you gotta be very, very exact with your prompts. You can't ask it leading questions. You gotta ask it. You gotta ask it. You gotta ask it open-ended stuff, because then it's gonna give you that. It's gonna give you the it's gonna give you a good overview. It's gonna pull from all of the other databases. Contrary to popular opinion, AI doesn't think. It just pulls from all of the information that's been collected by whatever particular AI that you are subscribed to. All right,
Yeah,
now, then when you're asking your detailed question, ask the AI for sources. It's going to give you the sources. It's going to tell you wherever they pulled it from. Every little paragraph is going to have a little nugget at the end of it, and it's going to be a link to whatever the source was. Now you got, not only do you got an overview, you got all of your sources, and then now you go hunting again.
yeah,
And
yeah,
then you could,
yeah,
now once you do that, you got a good firm grasp of the topic, whatever topic you're dealing with. And then now, if you need to go a deep dive, then now you could go into like journals, and you could look up PhD. You know what I mean? A lot of times Chat GPT is going to give you articles from PhDs on the topic and things of that nature. But then you can go out and search journal articles and all of that type of stuff, and
oh
just to
yeah,
get
yeah.
a little bit more in depth on the specific topic. But those
Uh,
are the types of things that, if you really want to get to the core of the truth of the matter and what the information is, that's how you're going to do it. Because let's face it, none of us are experts in these fields, and the best we can do is try our best to understand what the experts are actually trying to convey without putting our little uneducated twist on it.
yeah, yeah. That's real. It's real. Hey, I would say another good one too is
Well,
academia.
I'm done.
I would say that another good one too is academia dot edu.
I
That's a
don't like
good website.
I don't like that. I don't like that. Yo, you got
Shoot.
the salt tep on that motherfucker. Let me
No,
move.
yeah, he on there, but that don't mean a lot of other good stuff on there. It's a lot of it's
No,
other
you get
good
my
stuff on there
point.
too.
There's no vetting. Anybody can get on there. I don't like that. I don't like that. Now, okay, let's get this straight. Now, if I know the person, say like, if I run across a paper because and I know you know how to do it, right?
Yeah, yeah, cause you got your Roger Blanches and your key editors in there
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. Y'all been doing that shit for years. But see, y'all been doing that for years.
Yeah. But it's just knowing how to vet, because a lot of times these preprint papers can be wrong. And so
Yep,
you have to make sure that you can,
yep.
cross-examine and check that information. If it's solid, it's solid. A lot of times the best ones are the ones where they have a case study, because then you can
yeah,
actually look at the work and say, okay, this
yeah,
is what they presenting. I can't argue with that.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. We can't be intellectual masturbating on pseudo hub. You know what I'm saying?
So, like, if I got people that's kind of like say David Wingro and them, if they got some papers on there, I got to be familiar with the person before I just pull their work. You get my point. That's when I use. You can get it free. I know y'all been grabbing free shit for 20 years, man. You know what I mean? So 100 people. Let me go. Let me go to see who was next on there. Grant, what's your website, man? What you do? How how can them young brothers and sisters get you the real thing, man? What you think about that presentation they did to you?
It's it's extraordinary. Like, you're wondering how anyone can believe such drivel. Honestly, it's so. I mean, I was lucky enough that my family took us to museums here in LA. But I think anyone should try any museum. It could be the Smithsonian, correct? It could be the American Museum of Natural History if you're close. And you can just go on online. And Wikipedia is always a great source because you just need to go down and see what they're referencing, correct? I think that the methodology of thinking about these things is you're needing to try to understand some basic concepts, like why things happen, or some framework, so you can sort of discern what you're reading. So a great example of it would be you'll have pseudos going around talking about it's a dominant gene, you know what I'm saying? And then so you, as a person who doesn't know much about it, doesn't understand recessive versus dominant, correct? And yet any basic search will show you that 6 fingers is more dominant than the more recessive, which is 5 fingers. But if you don't know that, you would ultimately believe dominant and recessive is some inherent good versus bad. And so once you get out of that binary way of thinking, and again, this requires you to have some baseline understanding. Someone doesn't just show up and just vomit onto you nonsense. And so I think it is important to get these very fundamental basics. And it'll keep you out of wading in waters of pseudoscience. And racialized pseudoscience that you see from the Blackologist on these channels.
They did a thing with the coins, right? And I've been saying, you gotta like watch out. You can't take coins and match whole groups up with coins, ladies and gentlemen.
Why not? That's so weird. That would be like saying that the Croatians were Americans because you find US dollars there. And again, you have to, it's laughable that anyone thinks that. Right? And by the way, it's an island off the coast of the continent of Africa. You think, first of all, if you believe Black people are smart, which is a reasonable concept, then you have to believe that they know how to get in boats and go to an island next door to them. Like, you cannot possibly not understand basic facts. And this is where if you just can frame the world in a certain way, Black people smart, if that's what you like, if you think we should call them Black people smart, yes. Black people use boats, cool. Black people go to island, awesome. Black people have coins. Those are all reasonable and rational things to happen. But that doesn't mean you map on other concepts onto what is a basic working of humans, which is to migrate to new places for different reasons. That is how it works.
Crazy. Gary, what's up, man? What's good with you, Gary, man? Pseudo Killer Army, man. What it do, bro?
What's going on, man?
Hey, man, good to hear from you, bro. Good. I don't know if you seen it. They was out there wilding.
Uh-oh. What do you mean?
They had the bomb squad, the pseudo squad, had a little presentation. They used the website.
Yeah, I'll have to go back and watch it.
Mm-hmm. No, don't hurt yourself.
Yeah, please don't. I saw like 2 minutes of it. It's not worth it.
You don't hurt yourself. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to take no support away from them, but they use this website. We all been tricked by this website years ago. I don't know how they still using this website, man. So if any of y'all was to bring a presentation with this, y'all know y'all getting shot at immediately. Yep. So what's go ahead.
Yes, we were just asking about some websites. So ones that I like is space.com.
All right, hold on.
And physics.org. And then we also like that SciTech Daily site. And one thing that I wouldn't have thought that was a lot of information. I mean, the people in the Discord know I like quantum physics and stuff like that, but there's a lot of like PBS shows And like,
yeah, that's my favorite website.
I would have never thought that PBS like delved into like quantum physics and stuff like
Oh,
that. But they
really?
actually got some very good videos out. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, come on, guy. You supposed to be. Come on now. They
Yeah,
got
yeah. Bill Nye
PBS is
Science
dope.
Guy came out on PBS. That was his network.
Yep.
space.com, space exploration. Yep, that's a good website. NASA. Ken say he like NASA. I like NASA. That's a government agency, right? I like NASA. That pseudo killer emblem come off of NASA. Yep. See, I like NASA. Yep. What else you got, girl? You said physics.com?
No, it's physics.org
Oh, man.
and then space.com.
Space. I think I pulled up the space.com.
Yeah, space.com, physics.org, and then there's another site called SciTech Daily.
All right, here we go. We got physics.org. Yep. Here you go. Yeah, use that. Mm-hmm. Yep. Khan Academy, Kent say, kick door low. Yep, absolutely Khan Academy. I like that. Yep. Okay. Good websites.
I just put one in back chat.
All right.
World history. That's a good one.
Yeah, this ain't bad neither. Yeah, I like.
Hey, I want to say too for the audience, if you do use Academic EDU, they have a prayer review status on there. If you see anybody on there like I saw Imhotep, you ain't gonna see that status.
Okay. Okay. All right. That's a good clue. Go ahead, tell them again, Gullah.
I said on Academic EDU, they have a prayer review status. You know what I'm saying? So if you see like people like because anybody can load the documents on there, but they actually do have scholars that load theirs up on there too. But it has a section where you can see if it's prayer reviewed and who even prayer reviewed it. You know what I'm saying? So they got to check for that.
Okay. All right. You got the European Space Agency. I like that too. Yep. I got
Can't trust those white Europeans.
Oh, wow. That's funny, yo. Straight Black Algae 101. Yeah, I like that. You know, I really, they got a real good one. Here you go. That's one of my favorite right here. You go, European Space Agency right here. Yeah. Except all the cookies on that. Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, and I like what Grant said about the museums. You can check out museum websites. You know, so museum have websites, with the tour and everything on there.
Yeah. You want some first-hand information, man? Go to check out Anthony's show, right? Yeah. Cosmos and Beyond, yo. He'll sit up there and use his telescope and show you all the stars, yo. That's firsthand right there. Yeah.
Yeah. And the wonderful things about the museums is I know it may sound, sort of demeaning, but in essence, they have like tools that are meant to really get you where you are. So in essence, these tools are meant to help really small children. Typically, people are just being introduced to it. So they're going to give you sort of examples that you can work through that are going to help explain these concepts, not just using jargon, correct? They're going to be using sort of layperson terminology that sort of analogous to the more descriptive or scientific terms. Now, obviously, they're going to use those terms that are going to provide you with that context, but ultimately is really geared towards distilling it to your learning level, and that includes myself. Correct? I'm not someone who would consider myself overly scientific. And so there are things that I need to be explained to me in a way because they're just unfamiliar. I'm just unfamiliar with them. And so it's important to understand that sometimes you need it to be broken down into very simple terminology while you build up the muscle memory to get to the sort of more complex information.
That's real. Hey, Dazali, what's up?
What's up, man?
Yeah, always good to have you around, bro.
Always good to be around. I always enjoy seeing you pop up on the show, though. I must be honest. I really enjoy hearing you cuss people out, but you've changed a lot. But that's what I be popping up for. But anyway, I'm really disappointed in myself. For when I went up on that panel,
Mm-hmm.
I left something wide open because I had just popped up and I missed most of their presentation, and I didn't think about it until they were closing. And this is where blackologists have to be careful at. You know, in boxing, when you're trying to throw that extra hard right cross, you can leave yourself open for a right uppercut, you know, and that can mess around and knock you out. Now, with that presentation, if I'm interpreting it right, and I'm going to ask you, was he basically fighting for the right to say that there is a biological difference in Black, white, Asian people? You know, because that's what I'm basically getting, that he's trying to turn a social science into a hard science. And you have to be careful with that, because there were people that did that like 200 years ago. They were racist. All right. There were racist Europeans that were fighting to say that they were biologically different.
Thought they was
from Africans.
I thought they was.
So is he traveling backwards in time, trying to put a Black spin on it and say that there's a biological difference in Black people and white people? He have to watch out. He's throwing that hard right hook, and he don't even see that right uppercut coming. There are people that will agree with him. There are people from the who still have that mentality from the 18th century who will agree with him that there's a biological difference in Black and white people, that there's not just one race. You know, there are separate. Do they even know what they are saying, so busy being Blackologists? They're actually taking us backwards. And there's people who will be more than happy to agree with them, but we won't like the darn result from it. But I'm disappointed I didn't think of that when I was up there. But
you were surrounded by pseudoisms. It's hard when you're surrounded. I got up there and said what I had to say. And I say, man, why y'all make it so easy, man? Yep. You know, why they make it so easy for us?
Yeah, Dazeli, just remember this: Blackologists hate Black people.
They really do.
They're useful idiots for white supremacy. They want to use racialized identity, but they lose that game every time. And so their problem with it is they're playing on masses chessboard, thinking that they're winning, not realizing they were given all pawns, and they're kind of screwed. But in essence, the masses telling them, you're doing a good job, keep going, keep telling the story about supremacy through racialization, because Massa has all the cards, correct, on that table, correct, on that game. These guys lose every time. And I think that the sad part about it is they don't realize how much of a useful idiots that they are. And I know that they're genuine, but I don't think they realize how useful they are to an ideology that has been harmful to the people they claim to love. And I think that's a problem.
Man, that's a super problem. What's up, Sid? We want to say the best for last, man. What's up, Sid? What's going on, man? What's your favorite website?
What it do? Depending on the subject matter, but in terms of where the pseudo should start, I would start with sunny days, sweeping the clouds away. And I want to take them then to Chris's favorite, read the rainbow. And if they have a little bit of concentration, they could sit down and watch It's a Wonderful Day in the Neighborhood, a wonderful day in the neighborhood. Would you be mine? Would you be mine?
That's what's called, right?
That's PBS. That's PBS, yo.
Listen. Yeah, but no, like in all honesty, you're right, Ollie. Their rhetoric is taking us backwards. Again, for me, it's a fundamental lack of proper methodology. And when I examine why my brain worked like that, again, I was trained, right? Fundamentally trained in applying a systematic process in doing whatever I was doing. Again, I work in medical and in different type of laboratories where precision and accuracy is paramount. Mistakes cost people their lives. Methodology, how do you vet your information? How do you go about confirming that this is accurate? You come to a point from the moment you believe something that you think you're correct, you find every way to falsify it. It becomes part of your system. When you do that, right, you that application of a system, you automatically filter to the accurate information depending on the subject matter that you're engaging with. You have prerequisites, right? You're looking at, you understand how to vet a particular website. You're looking for sources. You're looking for accuracy and data. You're looking for up to date information. The sentences, the syntax. You're able to dissect whether this is skewed to a particular paradigm, yes or no. It requires actual work. You cannot be anti-academia. You cannot be anti-rigor and assume that you want to do these things. You're flawed you're flawed from the jump. Your synthesis, your premise is full of categorical errors, of fallacious positions, your inability to synthesize from there. Why am I? There's no need to engage with you. Your premise is flawed. You cannot take a social construct applied to a specific group of people, then equate that to a biological trait that is geared towards environment, which puts no linearity, no connection, no uniformity in your synthesis. And then to be proud of assuming the title of Blackology says everything. Sesame Street. Y'all need to just go back to Sesame Street.
Yeah, they gotta watch. They gotta watch the PBS in the daytime hours. So
Yeah,
after 5, they get into the real science. They get
Man,
to the Nova and all that.
yeah.
man.
They gotta
Y'all,
start. They gotta start at 2 o'clock. Two
y'all,
o'clock.
man,
Sesame Street. Work your way up.
y'all
By
terrible.
the time they get to Nova, and stuff like that, they got the teenage ones when they actually do experiments and they break down animals and their environments. Y'all need to go back to that. Just the
Oh
basics,
yeah,
bro.
Bazuma food. What was it? The
Yeah,
Pratt
there
brothers.
you go. There
Y'all
you
don't
go.
make sense,
There
man. Y'all
you
don't
go.
make sense, man. Let
No,
me
no,
show
no.
y'all
I'm,
something real
I'm
quick.
speaking from personal experience. Without this foundation, you don't get to where we are. And it's obviously they are missing these foundations. So they need to go right back to Sesame Street. I'm not joking. How do you engage in a logical conversation with a grown man that thinks the 4 elements is what we are talking about when we're talking modern science and elements, bro? Like
Yeah, they gotta go back to Fraggle Rock, yo.
Let me show y'all some of this website. I'm gonna put CMB here, right? Everybody know what that is. It's study cosmic background radiation, right? CMB.
I thought it was Cash Money Brothers,
Ah!
New Jack City.
Oh hell no!
But
Nah,
now
nah, nah,
that 2000,
nah,
right?
nah. That's coulda been records, yo.
CMB. Now watch this. Now I put this in the European Space Agency, right? And look what come out, right? So I'm gonna click it. Boom. Okay. Hold that picture in your brain, right? Come over here. CMB in here, right? And then come up with this. Both of them is a CMB. All right. See that? So if you study, you know. Now, how come when I put the CMB in the NASA website, it looked like this? Then when I put it in The European Space Agency, it looked like this, right? Now, first of all, it's called check the checker. All right. So this one was first, right?
Independent agencies.
This was first, and then they independently checked it with this. All right. This one right here is the Max Planck Institute did it. Right. This one NASA did. All right. Two different space agencies coming up with the same results. This is science at the highest level here. So you can't say the cosmic background radiation ain't legit, right? Because it's been checked. And they're getting the same results, right? And they differentiate by using different colors. That's just a little small tidbit. We like to throw something out there, you know what I'm saying, to help the people know. But you can only do this if you got real serious websites, and that is my damn point. That is my point. Beautiful picture here, man. Great for teaching. This is the cosmic background radiation. The cooler areas are the areas that exploded first. The light blues, right? So imagine the expansion, right? It's hot. So why would the areas be hot? Red. Red is the hottest areas, and blue is the coolest areas. What it means is the areas that are light blue have cooled down. They was first. The areas that are red, right? They mean they still got heat. They the last off of the daggone expansion. Y'all get that? There you have it. That's just something for y'all, a little tidbit to throw in here. All right. All right, y'all can jump in when you want to. Where we at?
Man, Fraggle Rock. Yeah, like listen. There's again, go back in the old pseudo killers catalog. Maybe I need to do a set talk about that. How to vet sources, right? I think I'm going to incorporate that in my overall work that I do over there in set talks, because I'm setting a philosophical foundation how we think. And if you understand that, I'm gonna ask you questions at your premise, because I want to understand the mind behind this concept. How do you frame it? I want to analyze the fallacies. You need to start to incorporate this for yourself, right? Again, you cannot escape academic rigor if you want to engage in these processes. We are showing you what academic rigor is. I am a bioanalytical chemical technologist. I am engaging in philosophy of science. I am walking you through that exercise in real time to demonstrate that it is not outside the capacity of us to engage in this material.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a little slight break, man. Hey, Preem, you still here? You gone? Where you at, Preem? Or you died?
Yeah.
Preem?
Hey, when you get done with the break, I got a question about the light, the light spectrum you had. What was based off of?
Okay, all right. Preem, I can hear you, right?
Oh yeah, I just I had to hop out. I couldn't. Sound went dead. I had to hop back in.
You be gotten the extra wishmacomet, whatever the wishmacomet is, man. Hey, let's just take a let's take a cash that break, man.
Yeah.
Hold on.
What you say? Go ahead.
Hold on. This is cash that break.
Oh, all right. My bad.
Baltimore, yeah. Cash that, don't let it run you. Money fill the gas, but it never feel honey. Cash that, dreams get so fast. If you don't own your time, you just rent your past. Cash that, screens full of flex. Real life hit hard when the rent come next. Cash that, tool not God. Use it, don't lose it, keep your head on top. Lend a mill, lend a bill, lend a pay me now. Everybody yell, get it like a sacred house. Timeline full of blessed, but the stress still lurks. Same folks posting gas, still drowning in hurt. Explosions of cash in the camera flash, but the lights cut off when you can't make it last. This ain't a trick, but it move like a spell. Type in the amount for that dopamine swell. Quick tap, quick send, quick high, quick drop. Then you back in the cold when the real don't stop. I done seen love turn transactional quick. Send some in the DM like that's all it is. Cash that, don't let it run you. Cat, don't let it run you. Cash that, don't let it run you. Don't. That, but rest ain't weakness. I protect that, cause money earn me nothing if your soul get thin. If you're always up next, tell me eat when you win. They sellin' hustle like it's peace in the pack, but peace don't come from a green little stack. So send when you can, look out for your kin, but don't let the app decide how you feel within. Set them rules, don't be ruled by the buzz. Real love is a call, not a what's up, cuz. Cash app, 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 don't let it run you. Don't let it run you. Cash app, don't let it run you. Don't.
Man, y'all know what it is, man. Show some love, man. Y'all know how I do, yo. Man, I'm like a coffee drinker. I ain't gonna lie, man. I drink like a half a cup. I like to go to Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts. I drink it all day and I still don't finish it. Most times I don't. Now, if I get the McDonald's coffee, I get the iced coffee, no ice, I finish that, man. Anyway, man, show some love, show some support. Man, we got 4,300 subscribers. We need to get to the 5,000 mark, man. We can do this in a couple months, man. Tell your friends about the channel, man. We bubbling. Like and support the channel. Make sure y'all support and subscribe to the Pseudo Killers. If you're watching this broadcast and you're not subscribing, you're just a damn hater. That's what you is. You got to be a hater. Come over here every day and watch, but yet you won't subscribe. Don't be a hater. Be a participator, man. Now go ahead, Preem. What was you about to say, man? Oh, his phone died already, Preem?
Oh no,
Hey,
I'm here. I
oh, my
had it
bad.
on mute. My bad.
My bad.
Nah, really at this point, man, as far as the young guys, you remember how that was when you was at that, when you was first, you know what I mean, you was first learning, you first getting knowledge, and you coming in from whatever angle you coming in, and you so gang ho, you think you found the truth, and you going all out to prove, you know, whatever your ideology is. So I get that part of it. I get that. But the thing is, man, they got access to tools that we never really had access to, man. I remember going to the bookstore and literally coming out with, you know what I mean, like bags of book, you know what I mean, that like that. When back in the day when you wanted it, when you to get it, that's how you had to get it. You had to hit the library, you had to hit the bookstore. It wasn't just no typing, it wasn't no just hopping on the computer and just finding out what you want to find out. You know what I mean? Even before that, it was like my man was saying earlier, it was literally the encyclopedias, and my peoples never got the whole set, so I was asked out.
Oh, you was triple ducking, though? Yeah, AB.
Yeah, I had like eight.
Damn.
Hey, bro, we all did. We
So
all
all
did. Hey,
my
look,
reports was A to F.
hey, look, my folks could only get like a few books at a time, bro.
But yeah, so you know what I mean? So it's like, but and they gotta but the thing about it is they gotta wanna use those tools in the right way. Right now they in I'm trying to prove what I'm saying mode. You know what I mean? Hopefully at some point they get to the I just want to be educated mode.
Yeah, you ain't
You know,
got right.
I mean, you gotta approach this thing with the proper spirit, and a lot of times, a lot of us don't have that, for real.
Yeah. Hey,
I mean,
that
so
that
we
that
just
color.
gotta, you know, I guess at this point,
Oh, we can't hear you,
show.
Preem. Can't hear you.
Can't hear me? I'm out.
No, we can hear you, Preem. We can
Oh,
hear
you
you,
hear me?
Preem.
Oh, yeah. At this point, you know what I mean? All we could do is just be an example. Try to do, you know what I mean? Try to go about it the right way. If you are going to pursue knowledge as an uneducated person, meaning you don't have no formal education, it's still a way to go about it. It's still a way to go about it. And that's really where we at now. We got access to so much information. Now we at the point where we literally got to show people how to access this abundance of information properly, because whatever you want to know is out there and you could use it and you can put it to effect in your, you know what I mean, in your life, but you got to know how to access it. And right now it's a disconnect.
And then you can put your slides in the once you do your work, man, you can put that shit in the chat GBT and ask how accurate you are, man.
Yeah.
They don't want to do that.
You got to fact check yourself.
They don't want to do that, bro. They're not looking for. They're not looking for. We seen it so many times in real times where they're just literally trying to cherry pick they'll take one sentence out of context and ignore everything else that the author was saying, and just focus on that one little sentence to try to make their point. And it's like, it's more about tactics and gotcha moments and all of that type of stuff than it is really learning about what they're trying to learn about.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
it's really nothing you can do
show
with
y'all
that,
something.
because that's on the individual.
All right, Preem, let Gullah go, and then we come right back to you. Go ahead.
Now I was asking, I ain't really catch when
What?
you had the heat. What was that? A heat? What was that? That circle you had? What was it like? Like the heat? Like the heat based off physicals? The heat based off physics and chemistry?
That's the causing background radiation. That's how they figured out the age of the universe. Remember when you cut back in the day, and TV went off, and you see that static?
Yeah.
That was actually the background radiation.
Oh, cause I thought it's like, cause when you were saying the blue and the red, cause I was like usually, cause usually based off chemistry and physics, usually the blue is the hottest.
No, that's different. Nope.
Oh yeah. That's why I was asking. I'm like, hold on. Use the blue. Yeah.
I can't say the word, yo, and I can't say the damn word. But it's a word. What their meaning is, they're measuring the temperatures in all directions.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. It ain't like the
No, they're not trying to find no, not at all. I got you. No. Why you ain't just say it? Y'all always be nice, bro. I appreciate you though, Gully. You be saying if I am mess it up, you go. Y'all been doing it for 20 years. Hey man, are you saying? No, I'm not saying. I'm not saying it, goddamn it. All right, let's listen to this right here. Y'all can pick the mistakes up right away. We all made this mistake with Angkor because am I saying it right? Angkor. That's the city.
It's Angkor Wat.
Angkor Wat. Yeah, we all made this mistake 20 years ago, right? Thinking that.
The fact that they're saying, I already see it, like Kimmers or dark skin, curly.
They go left.
It's from the left.
Yeah, you're done. You're done already. You're out the game. You're done. How I know you're done? Because I made the same mistake 20 years ago. I got the book. I don't know what the book is. Angkor Wat. I got the video, though. I could show y'all. Let me see. Now, let me play this. I'm going to show y'all what I made the same mistake at. Let me ride this through for y'all. Same thing. They refurbish
ancient identity of these peoples along with the genetic analysis. Next slide. So as well as that, right, clinal patterns of human Y chromosome distributions and in Italy and Greece is the name of this study. It says here that the A3A2 or AM13 has been found at very low frequencies in some Mediterranean islands. And continuing on, without testing for any specific subclade, haplogroup A in general has been found in a sample from Greeks from Mytilene on the Aegean island of Lesbos. Right? What's greatly significant about that documentation in the phylogenetic study is that for years in the Black conscious community, we've seen pictures of coins from Lesbos, the Lesbos coins. And it is what a lot of us use to show the Black and African presence in Greece. Right? So now with the modern technology, we also have the genetic analysis to go with these famous coins that we've seen in our community for so many years. So now we can put actual quantifiable genetic data to these coins.
No, you can't. All right. Before I give my analysis, does anybody want to speak on this? Because no, you can't. You cannot do that. Can't take no damn coins and put no genetic paper to the damn coins. So no.
Not at all.
He typed that information himself. No, and he don't got that from no source.
Hey, I was gonna say this sounds just like Clyde Winters.
That's the study right there. You can see it. Giasio, that's the source right there. Clinical patterns of and wait. First of all, the article you said that's the Clyde Winters show.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how they're gonna pull the DNA from the coins. I mean, I would love to see that.
I know coins. I know you can pull DNA from coins.
Yeah, I mean, hey, listen, they're on a whole different science, you know.
You know the people in the testing coins? Come on, man.
They're at a whole nother level than we are. They passed us.
Yeah,
That's the copper scan people DNA, yo.
Somebody must have touched coins back in the day, and they took the swab off the joint. So let me say this: that's coin portraits, right? All right. In that particular image, man, are actually heavily worn, degraded coins. So we need to know that ancient coin imagery can become distorted through erosion, corrosion, oxidation, right? And circulation wear. You know, like when you passing the coins back and forth. Now, because of this, facial interpretation becomes unreliable, y'all. Right? Now, we learned this 20 years ago. Now, the slide combines genetic quotations about haplogroups, okay, with ambiguous coin portraits in a way that visually implies, see, this the fake out, that visually implies racial conclusions that cannot directly be supported by the cited study. So he's mixing and matching. See, can't do that. Modern population genetics does not use a single Y chromosome DNA haplogroup as proof of race, phenotype, or ethnic identity. Haplogroups trace only one patrilineal lineage and cannot determine total ancestry or appearance. Now, professional historians, right, unanimously normally identify coins using what? Rulers, attributions, mint location, archaeological context, category references, and dating evidence. Most historians and geneticists would likely conclude that the presentation overstates the implications of genetic evidence. So they got to learn from this. You can't do it. You can't take a genetic study, take some damn coins, look at the big lips and all that, because it's distorted over time. That is not how the coin would have looked originally. All right, there's a word. What's the word I want to? There's a word, man. Hold on. There's an actual word where you start to see things. Hold on, let me find it. I think I can find it. Hold on. There's a word. Shit. Rulers, coin. Hold on. Nope. Man, there's a word, bro. Where you think you seeing something you don't. Shit.
Oh yeah, it's like if you see a potato chip, it's like I know you talking about. It's like if you see a potato chip, it's like Abraham Lincoln or something.
No, pareidolia. Pareidolia. That's it. Pareidolia. Yeah.
Yeah. If you see the sheep in the clouds or some shit.
Pareidolia.
Pareidolia.
Yeah, pareidolia. Yep, pareidolia. Let me look that up for y'all. Pareidolia.
I was gonna say hallucinations, but
Yeah, or even like you know how you see like people say they see the face in the moon, like look like a face or something.
They see Jesus and food and whatnot.
Yep. The perception of apparently significant patterns and recognizable images, especially faces, in random or accidental arrangements of shapes and lines. Yeah. So let's go back to it real quick. See, we cooking with hot grease. The first coin in the upper left-hand corner. I believe that would be the Carthaginian. I think they says that is Hannibal, right? I think I can recognize that coin. But actually, you start to see a lot of Negro features and all that. Yeah, but the nose and all that stuff gets spread out and all that based off of the coin wearing. That's not actually how that coin would have looked. How do I know? Because you can actually go to the mint and you can go to websites and pull up the real damn coins. You know, if we had to get serious and beat them half to death, you know, we could. This is with all the coins. We can get the coins in their original state. People trade coins all the time. That's not how them coins would have looked, right? And it's giving you the quote unquote image that these are Negro features. Look, now this actually feeds into the stereotype. Let me see. Let me show you what it's feeding into. And I think Grant said it best, yo. You starting to just really hate, like you really starting to hate black people, man.
Yeah, that ain't no black man. That's Susan B. Anthony, yo.
Oh, hell no. Go ahead, Grant. You was gonna say something?
No, I was trying to get to the word you were saying, but no, I learned a new word today, so
Yep.
appreciate that.
Yep. And
I was gonna say real quick, I did send you the collector link of the bottom row of coins.
okay, let's see that.
And
Okay.
I don't know why it says it's a sample of Greeks when the coins collector identifies them as Greeks on African coins. I mean Africans on Greek coins. So I put that in the back. And they also do like the Greeks also did like North Africans on coins. So it isn't far fetched.
No, not that first. That first one is Hannibal. That ain't
Right.
we need to check this date. We need to check this source out there, bro. They might be scamming. They might be scamming. We gotta go to a serious one. Let's get a
Actually, there might be a Nubian.
I don't know.
Yeah, because wasn't Hannibal Phoenician?
Yeah, he's Phoenician. Hold on.
Yeah, that's not African.
Yeah,
That's
that's
Mediterranean.
Yeah, that's a Nubian. Give me a second.
That's-
I'm gonna post
that's
it.
Middle Eastern.
Yeah, but that's just what the white man wants you to think.
Yeah, that's Middle Eastern. That's Middle Eastern. You know, because the Phoenicians come from
Yeah, that's
Middle East.
over near Israel. Over
Yeah.
that way.
The Levant. That's in Levant.
Yeah, it's like north of Israel. Lebanon, up that way, past that way.
Yeah, yeah. And they mix, and they got a little Greek in their lineage too. They mix with some of the the Aegean people because they sea travelers.
Well, at the end of the day, all Mediterranean people mix. So it's like even the North Africans, but they don't want to. You know what I mean? It's like it's been interbreeding going on forever. It's nature knows no boundaries.
It's the South Mediterranean. Like North Africa, the Southern Mediterranean. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like they've been going back and forth. The whole time.
Let me see.
But that's not the phenotype that a Phoenician would be, though.
No.
That top left, no, that's not. That's not a Phenician.
It appears to be in celebration of Nubian or African warriors this is just a basic search that they may have obviously we know that African troops and mercenaries fought with Xerxes, and so they're saying that potentially this was to depict some soldiers who assisted, but it would be like doing a special coin to commemorate that could be used, but it wasn't part of the standard mint.
Gotcha.
No,
that makes sense.
No,
you can come up with different. I'm just reading what I said.
No, I agree with you. I'm saying it wasn't like a part of the standard currency. It was like celebratory. Like you can buy coins today that don't necessarily have any monetary value.
Mm-hmm.
They're just like celebratory. They're like models for representing something, but they don't really like maintain value. I put two links back there. The top one, it says it's a Nubian from a coin site, and then the other one says they were African.
It's like having a $2 bill.
Oh yeah.
Not really that. There's no like value at all.
You saying ain't got no value at all. We devalue damn African coins, man.
Depends
on what it was made of.
The only value it would have is the metal that it was made of.
Right.
I think in their minds there's like a fence, correct, that keeps the blacks in the black section and the whites in the white section. And if you find blacks in the non-gated community, that means that they were there first. And it's just a strange way to think that an island that's just north of the continent would not have met up with people on that continent. It would, of course they would have. That is kind of how humans work, correct? Like,
yeah. It's crazy.
And
They think they still think we like United States. We had black codes, Jim Crow laws or something. It's crazy. Even in ancient times.
Yeah, but
a
but
bi-
people from Minnesota sound more like they're from Canada than they do like someone from California because they are within earshot of each other. They're
yeah,
going to
Yeah.
have more. They're going to have more in common. They're going to like to go out and hunt elk. I don't because we don't have elk. And they are just going to have some geographical constraints that are not political, correct? That have no political affiliation. Nation states are just political constructs. But your
Yeah.
neighbor, no matter what line is there, is always going to be within your particular social group, and that's vastly different than a political line.
But yeah, check those two links out. But one thing I want to address real
Man,
quickly,
I
and
get yeah, go ahead. I'm looking at the Wikipedia comments. Go ahead.
yeah, one thing I want to address real quickly is this comment to the left of these coins, where it talks about the genetics of haplogroup A.
Mm-hmm.
But we got to put into perspective, like how old is haplogroup A, especially this AM13. This haplogroup is old as hell.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something we have to understand. Like the time of origin, like that they give it is like 270 BP. It's 270,000 BP. So like,
So let
yeah,
me ask you this. Y'all ain't never seen them fake you out with the Hannibal coin. I'm not sure if that's the one.
Oh yeah, the one with the elephant, on it and all that. And
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah. I seen that. Yeah, that's an old school John.
That's
And
an old classic. Mm-hmm.
and you know what? That this is like the whole Hannibal thing.
Mm-hmm.
This I like to get to the root of stuff. This is a fundamental lack of understanding of how big Africa is, and they never accept the fact that Northern Africans
Yeah.
and African and West African and Central, they got a different phenotype. They don't they do not they not white, but they not dark like the quote unquote sub-Saharan Africans are. They just not. That's just not that's just the fact. And we went through that with the skin map, but they went through their whole that was I don't even want to bring that up because that was a whole other thing back then. But it is what it is. Evolution is what it is, and those people in those regions are a certain color. They're not deep dark black like you know what I mean, like the stock that we come from. It's just factually not. It's just not true. So
yeah,
even if you know what I mean, the coins are legit. There's got to be a reason, a context behind why that coin exists and why it was minted and the purpose that it served. So you
yeah,
got to just the fact that it exists isn't okay. This coin exists, so this is how they all look. No, it's deeper than that. You gotta look
yeah,
deeper into it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Only clue I can give it because we really don't know. But you know what I'm saying. But shoot, the Carthaginians at some point, you know what I'm saying, they had a little trade with the Soninke people. You know what I'm saying. But there was no heavy Soninke people in their population like that. It was only through trade. You know what I'm saying.
So all right, now this one said they just Africans, right? Now, and so there's a couple websites. Some of them say it's Hannibal with the elephant. Now this one, I know this is a good website right here. It simply says, what's this? Etrufia. Let me call it
Ethereum.
Ethereum. Okay, the head of an African, right? Monogram to left, an Indian elephant standard, right? All right. It don't identify it as Hannibal. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I would even doubt that though, because a lot of times these coins be worn down. Yo, you got to get the I'm had to go get my homework for real. I can get the homework down. Don't get it twisted. I can get the homework. We can get the homework and show y'all exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, what it really is.
What it really is. It's a real
because only even the elephants was indigenous. You know what I'm saying? Some of the elephants was indigenous from extinct subspecies, the North African elephants that went extinct. And I know Hannibal has a particular specialized elephant that came from Syria too. You know what I'm saying? But that are also extinct now.
Yeah, if you go to Wikipedia Commons, you can use these. It says that here you go, coin of Etruria, Central Italy, 208, 207 BCE, with African head and Indian elephant. Yeah.
Right. But it was disputed to be a Indian elephant because of the bell
Yeah, they completely
around its
mislabeled
neck.
that.
But the very coin CNG coin site, they verified that African elephants were around in that area around 220 BC. So it's an African elephant. It's just people be reaching with a lot of these claims. And that if you look at where they found it, it's the Cheyenne Valley. That's like the Cheyenne Valley is like in central Italy.
Yeah, they overdid it right here. They do the color on this. Put the color on them. They do the with the color route on them. Hold on. They put the color on this one. They ain't playing with this one. They say we're gonna get straight to it. Put the color on them. Bye-bye.
Yeah, no. That ain't it. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing
Oh,
that.
yeah, yo, I got some good websites with this. That's crazy. That's
We ain't
funny.
doing that one.
That's funny. Yeah, that's the old school trick. That's Hannibal right there. I don't know if they still trying to do that trick, but we got the coins. We got Hannibal. What it look like?
There's plenty of coins with Hannibal, but he don't look nothing like that.
Yeah, nothing like that. Let me see. Here go one of them tricky websites. Yeah, see, they selling it coming to Hannibal Backer coin. They selling it?
Yeah.
They sell them.
They trying to scam. Right?
So they saying so they ain't no different than the Black Hebrews if they think Hannibal would look like that, because Hannibal is a Phoenician. He definitely spoke a Semitic language. You know what I'm saying? Even in his name, Hannibal, glorious to Baal. You know what I'm saying? A Semitic deity.
Yeah,
a
Baal.
Canaanite deity.
Yep, Baal. Yeah. Yeah, they got the picture of Hannibal. This is very interesting, man. Them coinage. Yeah. We took this problem a while ago. I just gotta go get my old notes. They make me dig into the crates to get the old stuff, yeah.
Yeah. Man. And then why would Hannibal be on the coin? Hannibal was a general. He wasn't the royal line of Carthage. He wasn't the ruler. He wasn't part of the rulers of Carthage. He was only the general.
Mm-hmm. Was. And you absolutely right. Let me see. Let me show y'all. Let me see. Damn, ANKHKA. Hold on. All right, let me find. I can find myself making the same mistake. Hold on. Shit. Let me go back. I think it was in this lecture. I can find myself making the same mistake. Is it this one?
Even the name Barker is Semitic. It's another derivative of how we say Barak. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. 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 This channel's so old right here. You couldn't even. Let me see it. Let me see, yo. God damn it. I know I got it, but I was making the same damn mistake. I wanted to show them how far off they is. Like we've been on this years ago, man. Damn near 15 years ago. Damn, where is that at? Man. Oh, I bet you it's this one. What does God look like? Here you go. That's 16 years ago, yo. Y'all got me on 16 years ago. Let me show y'all something, yo. This is the mistake I was making 16 years ago. Hey, Praying, where you at?
Yo, I'm here.
I'm showing them how I made the same mistake 15 years ago. Watch this. Look. You know what I was talking about. Look. The truck.
Let me see.
Hold on. Watch this. I think I got the book. Not that one. Not that one. Mumble jumble, boy. Doing the same thing they was doing, yo. Got a 16-year lead on them. This ain't the one. Damn. Shit. Here you go. Y'all see it. Y'all see it? Y'all see it, don't y'all? See it?
Right.
See it? Look. All right, let's look on same bullshit. Look,
The Nubian lip. Now,
look.
people
They
argue
weren't slick
down.
as me. I was slicker than them. Hold on, let me show you. Way better pseudo than them. Well, watch this. They ain't slick as me. Look, here go. Here go.
Started around 1200 BC. Watch it real closely again. Got that real good? Mm-hmm. It's the All-Back statue, right? Now, you see the arrow point? What we're pointing to is what they're calling the Nubian lip. Now, people will argue down about these statues in Mesoamerica not being African. What they fail to tell you is that in able to actually sculpt these, you need metal tools, right? Now, it's a specific thing that you can tell that this is African because, and not just Egyptian, but Nubian, because they use a particular sculpting technique on it, right? And it's called what? It's called the Nubian lip. You'll find a Nubian lip on Nubian sculptures. See that? It's Nubian lip. Now you come down to here. All Mac, see the lips? Mm-hmm. See the lips? Mm-hmm. See the lips? Mm-hmm. The same thing you found on these gigantic.
Dang.
So who really was building?
Yeah, man, what y'all talking about, man? Y'all told y'all wasn't slicker than me, yo. I
He said the Nubian lip, yo.
Nubian lip. Damn.
Nubian fold. It's called the royal lip.
The royal lip, nigga.
The royal lip, yeah.
She had the royal lip. Damn.
The royal lip.
Oh my God.
You went deep into your pseudo crate.
Right.
Hey man, we all had a pseudo phase, man.
That's
we
awesome.
all had a pseudo phase.
That's awesome. It's awesome to see. Awesome.
Hey, I ain't never heard of the royal lip though. That's some different stuff right there.
I told you I was better than them, yo. So you never gonna get me, yo. I'm like, come on, man.
Hey, you can't even combat that. You can't combat the royal lip.
Royal lip.
What you gonna say to that?
Girl, you need to come over here and get that royal lip.
Royal lip. That's the first time I heard that one. I ain't going. I've been around a lot.
Yeah.
I've been around a lot.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I was
Baby, I heard a lot of pseudo. I ain't heard that one.
You ain't heard that.
Yeah, I've been around a lot of pseudo.
That's a B-side pseudo right there. That's the record opener.
I was battling with the Yorkies back in the day, back when they was Ansars. I saw all the changes dealing with them dudes. I ain't never heard the Nubian lip.
Yeah, they got the A3B lip, yo.
Look, here you go. Angle. What I tell y'all? I had the book, though. I was using books. At least if you got a book and you decide to read it and stop looking at the damn pictures, you know what I'm saying? You start saying, it ain't saying what you're saying.
Hey.
The book never saying what I'm saying.
Hey, that Nubian lip was that. It was a Farrakhan speech right there.
Yeah, Ankh.
You know, Farrakhan start talking to you about that the royal lip. It's a wrap.
And then you said something about some tools. You said something about some metal tools. They didn't even show the tools.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute, yo. Hold on. I'm playing. Let me stop playing. Let me tag that. Let me tag that. Yeah, yo, come on, man. They ain't never getting past me, bro. That's what I'm saying. I know what it's like. I can smell it. I was that. Y'all not even better than me with the pseudo shit. That's how I know. No way, bro. You gonna come on the scene and don't be as good as I was at it. I had the same package. Trying to add some signs, but they ain't putting themselves around. What they need to do is to get some serious dudes that's younger than them that's all about that damn science work, yo. You know what I'm saying? I had Gullah, I had Gozy, you know what I'm saying? I had all of them, yo. I had them all, yo. You know what I'm saying? I had the young.
They can't attract the science cats because they natural philosophers. They're going to try to combine it with Mott.
Yeah. Mel and them, they was young, yo. I had them. All I had to do was just wake up every day and just fight them. I woke up every day. We be fighting every day.
Facts.
Wake up every day, yo. Every day, yo. And slowly but surely through the fights and the battles and the love and the sources, yo. You know how many sources we would read, yo?
Man.
I hadn't even realized I had changed my stance.
it ain't happened overnight, but it definitely happened.
You wake up one day like this. I gotta stop this shit. These niggas is beating me up and I can't hold up, yo. Damn. I was like, either I'm gonna quit or I'm gonna figure out why I'm getting all this pressure, yo. Right? Like I was like, yeah, I told them put the pressure on, but I ain't telling them put the pressure on. They was pressing the hell out of us every day, yo. Nah, they don't got that kind of pressure over there, yo. And I ain't got the time to be messing with them like that.
No.
Yeah, I ain't got the time for that, yo. They playing. They ain't serious, man. Man, any closing words, man? I'm gonna start with you, Grant. Any closing words, man? Mr. Keaton.
Yeah, I think you. I think you can, if you're serious about this science and learning about yourself and learning about your heritage and learning about the history of a people from a continent that has truly been denigrated for centuries. It's important to understand it through the lens of science, and to delve into pseudoism doesn't help you. And I just encourage you to seek out and try the different websites we recommended. It will be very useful to you. So, good luck to everyone.
All right, man. All right. Go ahead, Mel.
Yeah, man, I would say this is a pretty good show. If you are new to research and stuff like that, take down all the sites that we recommended. Start there. That's a better beginning start than what you saw tonight on the other show. So we provided some good sources, but you gotta the first thing you gotta do is just check your biases at the door, man. Make sure you try to let the information speak for itself and go from there. But yeah, this is a good one, man. Make sure you bookmark this one.
Yeah, got it in, yo. Catarini.
Yeah, man. Just to say, man, these dudes got themselves, yo. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta go against yourself sometimes. Just and go off the confirmation bias. You gotta see what you think is correct. You know what I'm saying? What you think is right. You know what I'm saying? You gotta falsify that, yo. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, too, man, just stay off pseudo hub, yo. Pseudo hub.
You say stay off pseudo hub. Yeah, man. Look, once again, we're gonna close out with this. If you got a team member, you have a team member, and he's running around reading himself to death with this source right here, then you know you're a pseudo. If you ain't get him off and say, yo, what you doing? You know that you're promoting pseudoisms and you actually got a pseudo on the team. Yeah, man. Trust me with that. Let me see. Oh, man, they using all the pseudo shit. Let me see. Hold on. Oh, man, they went super. They gonna die. They gonna do pseudo side. Here you go. Here we go. Pseudo side. Here you go. Here you go.
Indigenous Caucasian populations adapted to the human subtropical environment. But let's take a step further, bring this down. Right? So I'm going to share this screen.
He think he cooking too. Look, he cooking. Look, went right.
We'll go a step further. We'll go into a source a little bit. Read this.
There you go.
Okay. So, well, of course, we'll start with the coinage.
You're gonna start with the coinage. Don't start with the coinage. Don't start with it. You can't start with the coinage. You're gonna start with the coinage on y'all.
We'll start with the coinage. And we see right here on the left, my screen should be up, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. So we see on the Tanita.
You see all of them agreeing with it. They all agreeing.
I can't believe they finally showed. Remember, we called this out at first. They finally showed they took the mask off and went straight to the little source they always use.
Yep, they took the mask off.
Those islands right here on their coinage, you see the features. On the right, you see the Macedonian. In the Macedonian coinage, we see the quote-unquote Negroid coinage. We see the quote-unquote Negroid features or the black features, if that's nicer for you. God Energy showed this before. On the coins of the island of Lesbos, we see more of the blackity black features.
Oh, man.
On the left, we have the Lady of Cyprus, 490 to 465 BCE, more of the blackity black features. So let's read a little bit. More coinage, of course. Armenia. The name Armenia may be the result of the Persian or Greek confusion of the Armenian or Aram kingdom. Caucasus. I want to go straight to the Caucasus. The Caucasus is the ancient region at the eastern and end of the Black Sea, south of the Caucasus Mountains in the western part of modern Georgia. It is consistent of the Valley of the Faces, modern Riuni River. In Greek mythology, Caucasus was the home of the Media and the destination of the Argonauts, a land of fabulous wealth in the domain of sorcery. Caucasus was later colonized by Malaysian Greeks, to whom the native Caucasians supplied gold, slaves, hides, linen cloth, agricultural produce, and such shipbuilding material as timber, flax, pitch, and wax. The ethnic composition of the Caucasians, as described by Herodotus, was Egyptian. Remnants of the army of Senusret I, in the Greek, of course, they said Sesostris, who was the second king of the 12th dynasty and had ascended to the throne after the murder of his father, Amenemhet the first. After the 6th century BC, they lived under the nominal suzerainty of Persia and passed into the kingdom of Mithridates in the that would be 6th century BCE. First century BCE. And then under the rule of Rome, they united with the Lazica in the 4th century AD and constituted an important butter state between the Sasanian, Persian, and the Byzantine empires. In the late 18th century AD, Caucasus was attached to Absagia, which in turn was incorporated into Russian Georgia.
I can't believe it.
Yeah. You say you can't believe it.
Me either, man.
There's actually quote on this picture right here, yo. They actually think that that's Negroid features right there, yo. They actually fell for it. The 5 races, yo. Listen, if you sitting around saying that, yo, this is black people, yo, you a racist, yo. You a straight racist right there, yo. I mean, if you think that man in the upper right-hand corner is a black person, you a racist, yo. You sitting here, this is a wild picture, yo. Most black people don't look like that in the bottom left-hand corner. That's your Negroid. That's why they always showing the coinage. They show pictures look just like this, yo. That's racism, white supremacy, yo. They playing with you, yo. You know how many variations? What a website. What's it called? Phenotype? What's it called, yo? Gullah, where you at? Yo got a website. Damn. .com? Let me see. Is it phenotype.com? Oh, I made that up. Yeah, here you go. Where you at, Gullah?
Oh, yeah. That's the one.
Yeah, I don't know if this is a peer review site, yo, but damn, yo. What I will tell you is, yo,
Yeah, it's a good tool. It's a good tool. Like it's a lot. It's my way. I like using.
Right, that's what I'm getting.
Yeah.
Pick a spot and click it. Y'all come get some. Go get that. Go do this. Yeah, do this. Yeah, this is people looking like come here. See? Come up here. Come on now. Yeah, see that? Let's go all the way lower now. Go in the middle now. Middle now. Go down a little bit farther. Let's see. Let's come in here. Let's get to West Africa. Boom. Sudanese. And they show you their range. What's this? Nalatoid. Yeah, they be saying that's the gym. See? Heavy concentration right there. Yeah. Yeah, use this way. I'd rather you use this website. You got all your sources right here. Your names. Publication, right? You can look into it. All right. Put this in your chat GBT and find it. That's my whole point, man. Don't be out here like that wilding out, man. Y'all wilding out, man. Y'all take the fun out the competition at this point, man. Goodness gracious, man. Hey, take the fun out the competition, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, if they ain't a better shooter than I was, then you definitely ain't gonna get me. Yeah, and you ain't gonna get the brothers that's been doing it. You know how long we've been doing this, yo? Man, I broke away from being a pseudo right at 17 years ago, yo. If you look at my videos, yo, you'll see I'm starting to look at Samantha Cater 17 years ago. Yeah.
I can't believe they still using their website. That website was 20 years ago.
20 years ago, yo, the go-to website. They're using the go-to website.
Yep, that and you know, folks used to use, like I said earlier, Dana Marniti all the time. She had a website, and they were using that like crazy.
Yeah, bro, we had to break away out of that.
It was like a Rossi website or something like that, and they were using.
Yeah, y'all had the fast-paced shit, man. I want to follow New York 17 years ago, yo. You messed that up, bro. I was not 17 years ago. I was around these cats right here, yo.
Hey, this is the same dude that said the Argonauts are blacks. Like, first of all, these are Greek heroes. It's mythology.
Oh shit! You gotta go back to 2000, bro. When I was listening to York lectures, I'm gonna say that because I sure as hell wasn't living on the land. I sure as hell wasn't doing. I was reading some books at the bookstore, which I had a good friend, Bun, man. I really got all my information from him, yo. Yeah. I never even shook York hand. Never met him in person. I seen him on the stage teaching that bullshit. That's real, yo. Yeah, man. All right, yo. We done had a good one tonight. This is a good one. This one for the archives, man. We at the end of the thing, man. Let me see if I can grab a cash app going out the door, man. I appreciate all the support and everybody, man. Appreciate you, Mel, man. Known you for years, man. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, Catalini, man. The book of Algae, man. Like and subscribe on this channel, man. You up in here, man. Pseudo killing. You know how we do, man. Yeah, these brothers right here was Team Osiris, yo, and I'm proud to say, yo, I learned a lot. Yeah. Proud to say that, yo, from the young bros, man. Well, I was
we appreciate you too, bro.
Yeah, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's real. Yep, it's real. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's real. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate that all the way, man. And you know, we had our prolific battles, wins and losses. You know what I mean? But damn, they ain't gonna get us with that.
Not at all. Not at all.
Only the ones who promote science is the last one standing.
Yeah, ain't that crazy? Out of all of that. Yo said he was a dedicated pseudo. What's going on with you, man? Yeah, master. What's up with you, man? He said, I was a dedicated pseudo. I out pseudo the pseudos. I don't know, man. You was a little black Egypt. You was little black Egypt there. This was 2 years ago. 3 years ago, you had the twins. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The twins. Huh? Yeah, what's up? Oh, I ain't seen that. Anyway, man, I appreciate you here, man. Master Khalid. Appreciate you, bro, coming through, man. Brother Lau. Hey, Brother Lau. I don't know why they don't know Lau. I don't know why they know how the hell they ain't bet. They wasn't the better pseudo than me. Come on, man. They ain't gonna get me, bro. Bomb Squad need to knock it off. Knock it off. I need to knock it off, man. Appreciate you, Brother Lau, man, for being in these YouTube streets, man. Support, man, and being who you is, man. It's a real dude. I respect real dudes. Yeah, go to New York. I'm gonna find him and buy him some lunch, man. That's a real dude. I like real dudes, man. Big up the brother Reggie when we go in the museums. And we outside the museums, we battling. Can't do it. Can't do it, man. It's been a good show, man. It's been fun beating up the bomb squad. They gotta stop it, though. They ain't even in the title no more. It's so sad.
So you said like on John Wick, the hotel is the sanctuary.
Yeah.
when Red in the museum, he saved you.
Yeah, he said, yeah.
Oh yeah, when the Hotel Continental, that's the museum. The hotel when nobody can touch him.
Yeah, don't mess with him in the museum. Yeah, serious dude, yo. That's real shit. Ain't nobody messing with him in there, yo. That's his sanctuary, yo. He definitely do his thing in there, yo. We ain't gonna lie, man. Yeah, man, let's talk about, I'm gonna see y'all in the morning. Going live in the morning, man. I might be on Solidarity Studios right here, man. Get me some damn coffee, but I'm gonna do. Not tonight, though. Get some sleep, man. Appreciate, man, all my friends, all my supporters, man. Like and subscribe, man. Yeah. Appreciate that, man. I'm gonna go live here. I got you. So I'm gonna do. Y'all show some love today, man. Appreciate everybody, man. Y'all know how we do, man. I think we're gonna end with this. We're gonna end with the Lord niggas. What we going with? How we doing this? I'm feeling.
Hilltop hustler, Bobby banging his bitch. Hilltop hustler, Bobby banging his bitch. Bobby banging his bitch, yeah. We click different. Rags too rich is not a whole spot move. I fish ya. I can tricks, yeah, we win it. Never slip it. Knowledge hard and it's tight, just like a fitted. Hilltop hustler, Bobby bang to talk the slickest. Came from Mountain Luck, it's not my whole style, the slickest. High forces got these critics steady quitting. Be a more drill houses in the base, keep on hitting. Bobby banging his bitch. Bobby banging his bitch. Hilltop hustler, yeah, you know I'm in this bitch. Hilltop hustler, Bobby banging. Hilltop hustler, Bobby banging his bitch. Hilltop hustler, Bobby banging.
Man, I'm your host, Bobby Bang. Man, I see y'all in the morning, man. I'm get some sleep, man, and rev up this daggone engine, man. We rolling, man. Big up to Solidarity TV, man. Big up to all the damn supporters, man. Big up to all the OGs, man. And big up to the young guns, man. We stand right here at the crucible of entertainment and scientific literacy, man. And with that, I'm your host, Bobby Banger, and we out.